Jackson.
Not bad for a running back.
Ravens have built an offense that necessitates a mobile quarterback, and they don't want to pay their quarterback.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's going to be one of those days. I'm going to be talking about the hate for 8 and going Raven at the same time. All the doubters and naysayers and people saying that Lamar Jackson wanted to go to Miami. He didn't want to stay in Baltimore. You had sources tell you that Lamar was unhappy and wanted to be traded. He didn't want to have any part to do with the Ravens. I need you to do one thing for me.
Would you please shut the hell up?
There is only one thing that every last one of y'all can do right now. There's only one thing and one thing only, and that is eat your words. I don't know how many people I heard, sports media, fans on Instagram, anywhere, free to speak what you want to say. That's fine, freedom of speech. But when it comes to sports media, you guys are worse than the fans. Y'all coming up with all these BS logics and explanations of, well, my source said this and my source says that. Who's your source? Because if that's your source, you need to get a new one. Getting on national television and telling us, I think this, or I think Lamar should do that, or I think the Ravens are doing.
It doesn't matter what you think!
And I would love to say that we can finally move on from the Lamar Jackson bashing BS. I would love to say we can move on from that. I would like to say that we can finally just go ahead and just move on with our lives. But yeah.
Lamar Jackson, in my mind, has been given more than any quarterback has been given since I can remember.
I swear, you can't make this stuff up. But don't worry, I'm going to spare you the trouble of listening to this foolishness and just basically paraphrase. Now, I'm sure you guys know who this is. You know his face, at least. His name escapes me, and I'm not burdening energy to look it up. But to my understanding, at least how I take what he just said, now that Lamar Jackson has a true number one receiver and a new rookie wide receiver coming out of this draft, the pressure is now on Lamar to be better than everyone else. He should just blow them all out of the water because he has a new number one receiver and one coming out of the draft. Where was all this talking energy when Josh Allen got Stephon Diggs? Or when Joe Burrow got Jamar Chase? Or when the Minnesota Vikings got Justin Jefferson? Or when Tua got Tyreek Hill? I can go on and on. The energy is not the same, as I've stated, with the media, with Lamar Jackson. Anytime he gets anything, he's been given too much. And anytime he comes up short, he hasn't done nowhere near enough. You ever hear the sports media guys always bring up being the devil's advocate? I'll say I'll be the devil's advocate and bring up this negative information. You notice that they do that a lot when it comes to Lamar Jackson? There's always somebody that either says that or they just get right into the story and just tear down anything he does. They in their feelings. Their feelings are hurt. And you know what, man? Let's just call a spade a spade. Half the people in the sports media that be ripping on Lamar Jackson just flat out don't like him. And I find it interesting that every person that does defend Lamar Jackson, or at least more times than not, or 100% defend Lamar Jackson, are former players in the NFL, former players or current players. They'll defend Lamar Jackson and they say why he hasn't been here or done this or that or whatever. But the people that are always hating on Lamar are the ones that played a little bit in the pros, couldn't hack it, went to the media, or didn't make it in the pros at all. And then, I don't know, when they were in high school and got their dream girl stolen from them by the jock who wore number 8. I don't know. It may be a stretch, but it makes about as much sense as the malarkey these clowns be throwing out on a daily basis about this guy. Because even when Lamar Jackson wins, when he wins, they still find something to complain about. Guys coming out saying Lamar Jackson has no more excuses. Well, what excuses were y'all giving him? Y'all just been basically saying that the dude sucks ever since he's came out of college. What excuses have y'all been giving him? He has no more excuses. Lamar Jackson is a former MVP. A unanimous MVP, and only the second man to ever accomplish that, the other one being Tom Brady. And while he was doing that, while making defenses look like clowns, having them tripping over their own feet and throwing bomb touchdowns, he was doing that with second string, third string wide receivers posing as number one receivers. So it ain't about excuses. It's about him finally getting some legitimate help. Just like those other quarterbacks y'all be brown-nosing on a daily basis. Head so far up they butt, you know what they thinking. I've said this before and I'm gonna say it again. The simple fact is, y'all didn't think he was gonna be good when he came out of college, and he's one of the best in the game. Facts don't lie and your eyes don't either. Unless you just wanna see what you wanna see, what you see is what you get. And what we've been getting from Lamar Jackson is an electrifying player that can do it all, and he just needs a little bit of help because at the end of the day, football is the team sport, the ultimate team sport. So he does need help, and regardless of how fantastic he is. As great as Patrick Mahomes is, he still needs Travis Kelce. As great as Peyton Manning was, he still needed Marvin Harrison. They will always need help in order to get to the next level. And the Ravens have taken their time and put together a team for Lamar Jackson to succeed. And they're getting better and better with what they add to it every single year. So y'all keep having these stupid, and yes, I said stupid little topics about Lamar Jackson, about whether or not he is a top 5 or 10 quarterback in the league or an elite quarterback or whatever mindless debate you guys decide to have about him. Because at the end of the day, y'all haven't given this guy a chance. You'll never give this guy a chance no matter what he does. But Lamar Jackson has a new contract. He's going to be a Raven for a long time. And I'm really looking forward to that. And I can't wait to see what he does with his new toys in this coming season. And to all you experts and analysts that think you know everything, I have one more thing to say.
Lay down and take a nap, you simple bastard.
Thank you for watching this video. By all means, like, share, and leave a comment. And if you want to see more content, go ahead and push the subscribe and notification button for videos already up and for the ones to come.